In this video we're going to look at dynamic or isotonic strengthening exercises for the neck for Muay Thai. The dynamic movements mean that we're literally going to be moving the neck. So the muscles are going to be contracting, shortening concentrically, and then lengthening eccentrically, but still under load. So we're having to get used to absorbing that movement as we extend the muscles, which is kind of like that impact we get when we get caught, when we get shocked and hit. So it's important that we work this as well. But building up a foundation of static strength is really important before you start loading up with the movement as well. And we're going to work those same directions. So we've got extension and flexion, we've got lateral flexion off to each side, and rotation. And we're going to work all of those movements into our neck strengthening exercises now as well. Again, I'm going to push locally onto the chin, set my jaw. I'll be talking during this, so my jaw is going to be moving, but ideally just clamping it shut and making that more specific to getting caught on the chin, okay, rather than pushing onto the forehead. So if I work with that flexion pattern to start off with, I'm going to start with my head upright, load my chin, and literally push down, giving it some resistance, and then feeding back again, giving resistance. Back up to the start. So there's one repetition. I'd kind of start with 5 repetitions to begin with. Okay, then for the extension, I hold on to the back of my neck here, and I'm going to start with the chin down more here, and then lift up, cranking against it, give myself some resistance all the way up, and then down, but again feeding resistance the whole time, controlling it, and up, and I'm just going to finish here in the middle. Okay, so that's again one example of one repetition there. Lateral flexion, if I start with my neck over here, I'm going to load it, and then push over, come through, and drive back. All the time resisting. Same the other way. Pushing against the neck. This side of my neck is really working hard against my hand, giving it as much resistance as I can. Okay, so that's the lateral flexion direction. And then the last one we want is this rotation for that shock when I get caught in the chin and rotate it around there. So again, set my chin, I'll bite down, all the way around. And back again, and then working the other side. There, so just building up that strength. That was just one repetition in each direction. So you'd start with five repetitions, build up to a total of 20 in over a period of about sort of 3 or 4 weeks or so. Start with kind of like 2 sessions a week as well, just strengthening the neck to begin with. Start with the static stuff, which was in the previous video, and then start working this dynamic or isotonic neck strengthening after that. So you actually get good at absorbing and lengthening and strengthening the muscles as well as being able to work with a concentric contraction to bring your head up against, for example, the clinch and that kind of movement. All the kind of things that we need to be getting strong enough for.